I stand up and fall and smash every studio light in there.
So you've obviously got Stevie's called Strong Ones. Had a lot of guests, James Murray, I'm Alex. What the people really want to know, what I really want to know, what happened on that certain Strong Ones where somebody got a little bit too intoxicated?
So I actually, the next day, I rang Manager Grace. Shouts to Manager Grace. She's the mum of me, basically.
The mum of me.
She, honest to God, keeps me check. And she was like, this can never come out. The next day I got on Cam Kirkham's channel and he's like, oh, I'm on the ambulance then. Ooh, you. I was like, right.
Is that how he sounds? Yeah.
I can just imagine the meeting beforehand. Wait.
She's like, woman, never bring this out.
Why can't that not come out?
Because then she thought it became a meme. And
It's a meme.
Kind of
Here we
is.
are.
She was right.
Bambino.
But I don't think that's right.
Right.
Did you have to get your stomach pumped?
Yeah, take me through the process.
No. Okay, actually, this is a very funny story. But also, can I just say before I do start, it's terrible. And if I could take it back,
We will
I would.
laugh.
Can you look straight in the
We-
camera?
we
please?
will
Just-
laugh.
just-
Okay.
there you go,
There's
disclaimer,
people
please.
dying.
We will
They-
laugh.
Coronavirus.
Yes.
We will laugh.
What's coronavirus got into this?
Because it was such a.
Use the
This is the
emergency
thing.
services.
Right,
Oh,
I'll explain what I was
sorry.
saying as we go. So I decided it would be very funny if I give Talia and G, who I thought couldn't drink,
They can't.
lion swines, by the way, they lied to my face. They can drink easily. I give them shot glasses, fine, and I was doing glasses, being like a crazy woman, like
Since there was two of them, you were going to say double shots. I'll do double
yeah,
shots type
kind
thing.
of thing. Yeah, it was. I was just like, oh, I gotta, impress now. I got a studio. It's gonna be really good. I can handle this. Went on a night out after the last one. Fine. And it got to like halfway through, and I was just like, oh no, you know what I mean?
Oh,
When
no.
it just
then-
hits you.
Yeah, and it hits you to the point where you're like,
Did it hit
I
your brain
can
or hit
do
your stomach
this.
first?
I was wobbly, but then I was like,
Isn't that because you didn't eat it at all?
yeah.
you didn't
So
eat it.
I woke up in the morning and was like, a little bit of anxiety. I was like, oh, I've got
bit
a
nervy.
studio
Yeah,
to
got
look
stuff to
after
do.
all this stuff. I've got
Understand.
What's your go-to meal before you drink?
McDonald's.
Like from
Big
before you drink.
burger.
Mine's just anything with carbs, like any bread, pasta, just anything that
Yeah.
will absorb the alcohol. Mostly bready stuff. I like
Mm.
pizzas type thing.
But I was empty stomach completely and was like, I'll be fine. Why did I think I'd be fine?
Oh, you because you're silly.
Because I'm stupid. So I
Stupid.
went, it was just crackers. Like we had to stop halfway through to charge the cameras because we were filming for that long. And that's game over then, because once you start charging the cameras, you're sitting there and
You're
it's
sitting
all
there and it's
sinking
sitting
in.
there. Oh, no.
And we sat there for about an hour and a half, and Callum, bless him, was completely stone cold sober, listening to us talk shit.
Oh, watching
like,
drunk people when you're
Shout out Callum Harkey.
Doogie doogie doo.
being
Yeah.
sober when there's drunk people around you is one of the worst things. Like when
And
they're loud,
yeah.
annoying. It's like
Especially because there's three girls, we were just catching up. What about this? What about that? I mean, no, we don't have to film for a bit. The woman comes back in from the studio, sits upstairs. I don't even know this. I'm that drunk that I don't even know she's upstairs. I'm causing chaos at this point. We finish the video. I stand up and fall and smash every studio light in there. Mine, because I took it up.
You're catastrophic, you are. You're actually
Shut
a
the
walking
fuck
disaster.
up.
I know, stupid. Like, I hate myself. I basically stood up and then fell and smashed my studio light and then smashed the other one. And Charlie and G were like, and I was like, ha. Then I was like, okay. Callum was like, holy shit, I mean, to sort this out. So I was paid the woman, I think, which we did, obviously, in the end, but I think I paid it then. Love them passing drinks to each other, apple juice. And then we walk outside. And we all know that once you've been in a pub or whatever, you walk outside, fresh air, the devil.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
See, you've put us off with the bloody drinks.
Sorry, I just really wanted an apple juice.
Sorry.
There's none left, by the way.
Oh, God. Can I have the rest of your apple juice, please, Lewis?
So we went outside, fresh air hits me like, think of like the boxing event with KSI and Logan Paul. That's
Yes.
how it felt.
What
Just
a great time.
smack.
Oh,
Into
you
the
get knocked
face.
out.
And I went like
Oh,
this.
no.
And I was diagonal. Horizontal. Sorry, not diagonal. That would be really...
That would be really weird.
Is that the worst that you've been in?
ever.
drinking?
Well, there's been another time, but that was on holiday. But this was the one. And I
Greece?
was... No, Fortaventura.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Oh,
All right.
dear. And I was like this in the car park, and Callum was like, "What am I gonna do?" Talia and G were like, "You can we're gonna go." So off they went. No.
Oh, they just left you.
Well, Callum was like, "You don't have to. You're fine," because I was just being sick at this point. So they were just like, "Oh, we'll leave." They went and had a nice little evening, which is fair because I'm glad. I didn't want them to see that.
Title: Talia Mar and G Nelson left Becky for dead.
Me on the side of the road. So then Callum was like, "It's fine. I'm gonna ring Curtis," and this is my favourite part of this whole story. He rings Curtis, and Curtis comes in the car. He sees me, turns around, and throws up.
Curtis, you little bastard!
What is it? Has it got like a phobia of sick?
Yes.
It's like a cartoon. Everyone's going.
It's like that Family Guy episode.
Like that Family Guy.
Yeah.
At this point, I thought I was in bed, so I didn't know this was happening. Apparently, I was lying on my back, just being sick in the air.
That's so dangerous.
Off into my face, awful. And then Curtis was being sick, and Callum was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
So how did that ambulance get there?
So then I was lying there for 4 hours. 4 fucking hours, just on my back, and they were like, "You need to get up." And you know when you're just that sick that you're like, "I can't move." I was like, "No, it's fine. I'm in the flat." I thought I was on the sofa.
That's so
or in
funny,
bed.
man.
And then I kept rubbing my eyes and being like, "Well, I'm in a car park." Whoa, this is weird. Never been that bad in my life. All of a sudden, Callum's like, "I'm gonna ring the ambulance." I don't reply, and he's like, "Oh, okay, we probably should." So he rings them. And these girls turn up and they're like, "Oh, this is what we're up to be like on Friday night." Like they were pissing themselves laughing at me.
Well, the paramedics?
Yeah, they thought it was hilarious.
Paramedics come. Yeah.
But then we're just being sick on each other.
Fuck's sake.
So this is why we obviously couldn't get a studio back. I can't even speak.
Should get them on an episode of Strong Ones.
Yeah, get the paramedics.
That'd be so
They
funny.
were having the time of their lives. They were carrying me across the car park, and then they were timing each time I was being sick. Oh my god! I woke up the next day, and oh my god, you come into this. I woke up the next day. I looked down, and my boobs had been signed by Talia and G, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I was like,
Oh.
"Ambulance!" And I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, and then all I saw was Lewis post the story, and I was like, "Lewis!" And I was like, just to see if I was alive. And you FaceTime. It was the day you moved here. And you were like, "I'm moving to London." And I was like, "Hiya."
Because Kelly came over on that day.
Yeah. I was
Oh
driving
my
down
God.
to London at 6:30 in the morning. She called me and she was like, "Oh, you're on your way." I was like, "Yeah, why are you awake?" She was
Yeah,
like,
I
"Don't
was
ask
just trying to
questions."
check if I was alive, but I wasn't like.
Just trying to see if you're in a
I
simulation.
don't understand why you've not done a video like talking about that.
Yeah, my mum's a nurse, so
Oh, you did raise a lot of money for your mum as well,
yeah, I
didn't you?
raised £14,000. Thank you.
That's,
Alright.
that is incredible.
Don't need a
That's very,
And
very
then
good.
called out the ambulance for a stupid reason.
I think you've earned your right to call an
Yeah.
ambulance, to be fair.
And the thing is, while they were carrying me, apparently I was saying to the women, going to Callum, I was like, "Me mum's a nurse, and I swear this is such a bad time to be doing this because there's coronavirus and that. I'm really sorry." And they were like, "What is she on about?" She's like, "We've seen worse, darling." And I was like, "Shut up."
Would you say that the paramedics were good drivers?
I didn't actually get. This is the thing. This is where we panic, struggle. I didn't actually go in the ambulance.
Where
They
did you
just-
go then?
I sat in it, and they didn't actually drive. They took me in
Oh.
an Uber after it. They just timed me being sick, and they were like, "Right, we've got 20 minutes between each time being sick. That means you've got 15 minutes to get home. Off you
Oh.
go."